Uh, what is your role other than being part of this celebration and being part of the class that you're attending? Anything else that you do?
Right. No, of course, I'm going to be in Tampa um, through the Iifa weekend. The masterclass with Kevin Spacey is one of the things that I'm doing. I'll of course be attending the other, um, the events. I don't know how many of them, but the awards for sure. And I think it's one big celebration. So I think we all just go prepared to have a good time and just take it as it comes, go with the flow. So as a friend of Iifa, I think it's just, I'm happy to have come to New York. It's my favorite city in the world after home. Um, you know, and then we're going to Houston and then to Tampa, of course. So that really is my role as a friend of Iifa at this point in time. During the weekend, it will involve other things, but I think it's basically participating in the celebrations.
How does everyone feel now that everybody's coming to USA, big country, a huge celebration, and you and your colleagues, what is the feeling?
I think there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of excitement, like I said, one, because every year with Iifa, we all congregate, back home it's not, when we attend an award function, we go from different homes. We're all in more or less the same hotel, or, staying close to each other. So there's a lot of time to bond. So it's always party time for the fraternity. And I think America, people have their, like I said, away from outside of India. I think New York and Melbourne, I'd say, are my favorite cities. So I'm happy to be here, and I'm hoping that Iifa takes us to various places within the US of A, because there's so much one can do here. But we're glad to be starting in Tampa, and it is the cigar city. So I think a lot of my friends are going to be excited about that. There's so much to do around Tampa. Yeah, enjoy the Cuban culture.
As an ambassador of the film industry, anything you would like to tell our audiences?
I'd just like to thank everyone for enjoying our films, and I'd say Indian cinema has something to offer to everyone. There's not one kind of film that we stand for. It is truly, it spells entertainment in its varied forms. So whatever genre, whatever type of film you like, we have it for you. So just explore it, enjoy it.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
As a NRI and as a Indian American sitting out of India and now in US from last so many years, we can't leave the image of India being missing that India. But you are the one of the person who has got the highest civilian award, Padma Shri. While getting that award, how was your feeling?
I haven't received it yet. The ceremony is yet to happen, but the announcement happened one day before Republic Day, as is the norm. And I was and I am humbled, to say the least. I've been in films, in Hindi cinema for 9 years, and to say I've got far more than I bargained for or hoped for or imagined or prayed for, I think would be an understatement.
In the Bollywood industry, you are identified and you are established as a one-man actress. I mean one-woman actress. How that image has been created without support of something like a godfather.
I think
from the Tamil industry also you came to the Bollywood industry.
Because I think I have the biggest godfather with me. What else can I say? Godfather, godmother. I think I've been brought up to believe that nothing is unachievable or impossible. So, because I've been brought up as an individual, not as a woman or as a girl. I think my identity as an individual comes first before anything else, before the other identities, which is why, I've never in my head felt limited. I've never thought that. And I think what the mind can conceive and believe it can achieve.
People of America, what they can expect from the Tampa Bay, particularly as a Vidya Balan?
Of course, I'm doing the master class with Kevin Spacey at the Iifa Tampa Bay. But just an extravaganza. Firstly, it's a visual treat to see the kind of magnificence and extravagance, the spectacle, the sheer spectacle that the Iifa Awards night is year after year. I think people who visit Tampa Bay during Iifa, during the weekend, will get to experience it firsthand. There are also millions, like Sabas was saying, 800 million viewers the world over who can share that experience even if they're not there in person. So I think there's a lot that I'm looking forward to. And besides this, like I was just saying, Iifa is about participating in celebration. So we'll all know there what each one is up to.
Thank you once again. Myself is Vijay with the cameraman Raghu. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Hey Vidya, Bhupinder from Just Punjabi,
Hi.
Punjabi channel. So I wanted to ask, there are lots of award functions, but Iifa is of course one of the biggest. What is Iifa to you?
Iifa to me is a place where my life changed. When I was on that flight to Amsterdam, I was still unknown. I'd done a film that that would either open up the world for me or then would, and I reached Iifa with, I think I was very nervous and I was excited, and my entire family was with me, and which is why Sabas, Wizcraft, Iifa are very, very special to me, because I went there, they received me with a lot of warmth, but I was like, the film premiered there and then suddenly everyone welcomed me with open arms. That's what Iifa means to me. Iifa is really very special, it's magical, it's, like I said, it brings people together. Most importantly, it is one people, one world at Iifa.
And talking about your career, you were in Hum Panch as far as I remember, and from a TV actress to a superstar in Bollywood. What tips would you like to give to the TV stars nowadays?
Oh, I'm really no one to give any tips. I've just taken things as they've come. I enjoy being an actor, so for me, even when I was doing TV, when I was doing ad films or music videos, I never saw it as a stepping stone to films. I was behaving, I would treat everything with utmost passion and sincerity. I think enjoy what you're doing. Everything is special.
And how
I didn't really have a strategy. I never thought I'd be in the movies, considering I come from a non-film family.
How is it being married to SRK?
Gaudy. Do not think otherwise. No, I'm enjoying being married.
So we will watch Shaadi Ke Side Effects, definitely. Some of my friends have already watched it. What are the biggest benefits of getting married?
I think you have a 7-Eleven 24/7 confidant, lover, roomie. I think, what can I say? It's been, when you're married to a person you love and who loves you, I think it's definitely special. That sharing is wonderful.
Well, thank you so much, and once again, welcome to New York.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll have one last question.
Yeah.
I am from Bangladesh, so I work from Bangladesh newspaper. I have one question. You get very often go to the Bangladesh and part of the Bangla movie If you got offer, if you going to go on.
I would, like I said, I'm a greedy actor. I look for good parts, for good scripts. If I get offered a good part in a good script from a filmmaker in Bangladesh, I'll be more than happy to do it. I've never visited, as a matter of fact. Last year I came so close to visiting for a music festival, but I couldn't make it.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you.
Divya Mirza's first productions, as well as the Sahil, who was the first director, how you correlated your role into the
No,
Bobby Jasus?
Dia Mirza and her fiancé Sahil Sanga are producing Bobby Jasus, and it's being directed by first-time director Samar Sheikh. I've enjoyed the experience. I never thought I'd play a female detective, and clearly I have a limited imagination, but it's been one of the most exceptional experiences for me as an actor. We did a workshop before we got into filming, so that really set the tone for what was going to happen through the film. We worked really hard, and I think we're hoping, I think we made a good film, and I hope everyone feels the same when they watch it. It should release mid this year, Bobby Jasus.
Okay, thank you guys. We'll take one last question.
Yeah.
Lavina,
Yeah.
ask your question, and that's it. Thank
Vidya,
you.
I was wondering, when you were growing up, I'm sure you went to cinema halls, sit in the dark, and watch movies. What were your feelings then? Did you ever think this would happen?
I never thought this would happen, but also because I never sat in the dark in a movie hall. No, I'll tell you why. Because that was a time when the video revolution had just happened. So people had stopped going to the theatres to watch films. It was only much later, in the 90s, that, in my school years, I was still in school, during Hum Aapke Hain Kaun. But I think Hum Aapke Hain Kaun was a film that changed things, started bringing people back to the theatres. That was maybe when I was in the 9th or 10th or something. And I think even for that, because I was, I can't remember which grade I was in, because because of my studies and all of that, I couldn't go to the theatre in the initial phase of its release. But I did go and watch it finally in the theatre, and that is one of my first memories of going to a theatre. I also remember watching an English film first, A Beautiful World, something like that. It was a film that... No, not A Beautiful Mind. That's a Kevin Spacey film. No,
that's not.
That's a Russell Crowe.
The Russell Crowe film. No, yeah, sorry. No, A Beautiful World. Way back as a child, it had, and
It came
yeah,
out. It was the first
Beautiful
color.
people.
yeah,
Africa
I
and
remember
everything.
we'd been taken from school. All of us
Yeah.
had been taken to the theatre. Otherwise,
But did you ever see yourself on the screen when you were watching even a video? Did you ever think of this?
I think Madhuri Dixit really did it for me. When I watched Ek Do Teen, I wanted to be junior Madhuri Dixit, and I think since then, every actor that I saw on TV, I'd superimpose my face onto hers.
Who's your idol, by the way?
Not one. I think over the years it's Madhuri Dixit, Shabana Azmi, Rekha, Meena Kumari, Nargis, name them. I've just...
So you've probably seen shades of all these guys in your movies.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, everyone.
Sorry,
We
one
are running
last
out of
question.
time.
One last question. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Vidya.
Yeah.
In Iifa function, a lot of people say that it is the Oscar of Bollywood. What do you have to say with this fixation of Oscar and...
I don't know about that, because while the Oscars are the most respected film awards this side of the world, I do agree that I'm a bit uncomfortable with such comparisons. I think Iifa is a great platform where our work is recognized. I don't know if you're aware, but 50% of the votes come in from fans who vote for their favorites amongst the work of various actors, directors through the year. But the rest of the 50% is voted for by the fraternity. So it is, I think, I'm very happy that my work is you know, that my work stands a chance at Iifa. Yeah.
Thank you so
Any
much.
improved actress, like, their next step could be a producer or a director.
None of that. I'm too selfish. I have to be in front of the camera. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Please, all in the huddle, please, we can exit. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you very much.
for joining us.
John?
Thank you all.
I just wanted to give wishes from Nishant. You know Nishant? Bhuse?
Yeah.
Yeah, he works for
Nutan?
me for Awesome.
Nutan?
He takes your interviews.
Oh,
So he
right.
mentioned you like poha very much.
Yes.
I'm Maharashtrian, so.
Oh, lovely.
Let me know.
Yeah.
We have to go.
Because there was no time today. And didn't
No,
want
no,
to
so
go, but
sweet of
still.
you. Thank